In this video, we'll talk about how long does it take to get US citizenship after applying, and also what are the actual steps to apply for US citizenship in a nutshell. So, what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome to our immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date news, immigration information, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnik, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states. If you want to connect with me further, you can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and of course on YouTube. So how long does it take to get US citizenship these days? Well, currently it's taking over 12 months from the moment you start until the moment you get the oath ceremony to get your US citizenship. This is because of all the COVID delays and all the different backlogs that USCIS has experienced in the past year, and that backlog may last for another year or so, probably all through 2023. First, let's run through the steps of actually what it takes to apply for US citizenship. So, step number one, file and prepare Form N-400. This is the actual form that you use to apply for US citizenship. Currently, this form takes about a year to be processed. Step number two, attend your biometrics appointment. This is where they check your background, take your picture and fingerprints. They're going to call you for this appointment about 4 or 5 months after you file your application. Step number three, actually attending your citizenship civics exam and the actual citizenship interview. That should take about 4 or 5 months after your biometrics appointment. Step number four, you either get approved or denied after this exam. Sometimes they ask for more evidence. Sometimes people are not qualified for citizenship. At that point, you're going to receive a decision or an actual approval with a date for your oath ceremony, which leads us to step number five. Step number five is the actual oath ceremony, where you take the oath of allegiance and receive your certificate of naturalization. Now, in some jurisdictions, due to severe delays, due to the pandemic, you may get the oath ceremony right at the time of your interview. So if you pass your interview in step number four, some USCIS offices will also give you the oath ceremony if there's no other problems with your case. But that's not the norm. It's something that they do currently, and we don't know how long it's going to continue. So let's dive a little bit more into the different steps. So step number one, completing your Form N-400. Copies of your green card, other supporting documents, proof of selected service, and make sure you complete the form correctly. One of the most reasons why these applications take too long is because people make mistakes, they don't complete the forms correctly, they forget to sign, and therefore the applications can drag for months and months. So if you do everything correctly, you provide the correct supporting documents, the correct fee, and you send the application to the correct place, your N-400 will start smoothly and continue processing normally without any further delays. Step number two, the biometrics appointment. This is where they take your fingerprints, your picture, and your signature. It's a very important step for your citizenship process. In order to avoid any delays in this appointment, make sure you bring the necessary documents, your ID, the appointment notice that they give you, and make sure you show up on time. Sometimes they need to see you again because they couldn't read your fingerprints, but typically in most cases you just need one appointment, but make sure you take care of that. If you don't show up for your biometrics appointment, your case could get denied and closed. Step number three, the citizenship exam and the interview. So typically at the time of the interview, they're going to ask you questions about your address, questions about your travel. So if you spend more than a year outside of the United States in the 5 years before you file for your citizenship, you're going to have to explain and justify. If you didn't file your taxes or have any problems with child support, you have to bring documents to explain. Remember, those things could be reasons as to why your citizenship case could be denied. So if you have any issues with tax delinquency, child support, absences outside of the United States, or any criminal convictions, make sure you speak with an immigration attorney before you attend the interview. Remember that interviews can get denied also for somebody who has bad moral character. So if the officer catches you in a lie in the interview, for example, if you tell him that you live in a certain address in your green card application, and then now you change your version and you tell him a whole different address, that could be deemed as misrepresentation. Even if everything else looks good, your case could be denied for bad moral character, for misrepresenting yourself at that interview. So make sure you're prepared, you know your facts, you come with all the supporting documents that you need so you have no issues at that interview. If you apply for citizenship based on marriage to a US citizen, you can apply after 3 years. At that interview, they may question you about that marriage. So make sure you're prepared as well, because these are some new things that they've done in the past year or so. At the interview for citizenship, they can question you about your marriage, and the bona fides of your marriage if that's the reason why you're applying for citizenship after 3 years. So make sure you're prepared for that as well. At the same time, they're also going to give you the civics exam. Right now, they're reverting back to the old version, which is great. All you have to answer is 6 out of these 10 questions, and you have 3 attempts to pass that exam. So if all goes well and you pass, the officer will tell you at the time of the interview. If you don't pass and they need more time to review your case, then you're going to move to step number 4, which is the decision. If your case is denied, you will have an option within 30 days to file for an appeal on Form N366, and at that point you'll be able to explain why you deserve citizenship. If you get approved, they'll call you for the oath ceremony, the oath of allegiance, and usually that will be scheduled 30 days after you pass the exam. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, in some jurisdictions, they will administer the oath of allegiance right there at the end of the interview if you pass and they determine that you pass. Now, remember, the average processing times for N400s nationwide is about 15 months. It's more than a year. It's close to a year and a half. But with the continued backlogs of UCIS, we definitely don't see that time frame to decrease. It will continue to be around that time, over a year, close to a year and a half. It is really important that you do your N400 correctly, you provide all the supporting documents, you pay the correct fee, and you file it at the correct address, and always prepare for the exam correctly so there's no reason for them to deny your case. Once again, hopefully you find this video helpful. Many of you have been asking how long does it take to get US citizenship after applying, and hopefully this video will answer that question. Thank you for watching. Once again, if you're here for the first time, click the notification bell, subscribe to our channel, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.